Hi guys, Knight here. How's everyone doing? Welcome to my channel dedicated to the various guides to simplify your life. Oh, I guess I just found out my slogan. Alright guys, how's everyone doing? Thank you very much for clicking on this video. Just remember, if you like this guide on the end of the video, just subscribe to my channel. It really helps me a lot. It means nothing to you, but it means a lot to me. And just smash the like button. And if you want to stay with touch with all the guides on my channel, just hit the notification button, so you can be advised every time I make a new guide. Okay, guys, so here we go. What we're going to do. So as you know, guys, I'm returning player to World of Warcraft, and I'm maining Demon Hunter at the moment. But when I started to play, I had to start gearing as soon as possible because I had no time to catch up with all the meta, so I wanted to do Mythic Plus dungeons and all the raids. So I did not do quests, I'm missing my quest lines, so I cannot fly in Broken Isles. Now I have little time, so I decided to start questing and to get fly in a Broken Isle. So I took back my second main, my alt, and so I took my mage because I think that questing with the mage is one of the most efficient questings, and it's really like fun. It's really fun, and I really love playing mage. So there are three specs on mage. There is frost, arcane, and fire. As you see, I have all my artifact weapons maxed out. So max out. So all my artifact weapons are maxed out. We are missing few relics here because I was not lucky on the daily quests. So everyone will tell you that the Ice Mage, Ice spec, is the strongest spec, has strongest DPS. Yes, this is true. It's on a single target. When you are raiding, it's true. But no of these specs on Mage is useless. Every spec of the Mage has its usefulness in endgame grinding and in Mythic Plus dungeons. Just check the Icy Veins and you will see list of encounters where you have to swap your spec. So I really advise get familiar with all the specs of the mage. What is important now? I started questing and I did not find myself really, comfortable with. Sorry, I just need a beer because I was thirsty. So I was not really comfortable with Ice Mage as a questing spec. So I tried to master all the specs, and I will show you how to master all the specs, how to check it, and on the end of the video we'll end up with conclusion of which of the specs is most useful in the questing. As you know, in the questing there are two most important things. First is movement. Mage is not really good in movement. Just remember to learn Shimmer, so you can just blink twice in a row. That really helps, and that there is no other movement you can get as a mage. And second thing, what you need in a questing, you need to kill stuff as soon as possible. You don't need to have awesome DPS. You don't need to have, because you will overgear the mobs pretty easy. Around 900 you are just over item level, you are just over leveled. So if you are questing, then there is no problem. Especially when you have so many catch-up tokens, you can get like 910 gear really easily if you want to. So we need to kill a single target and we need to kill multiple targets really easy. So that's what the spec has to have. Unfortunately, Ice Mage has a really weak AoE. It has nice cleave with ice lances, but the AoE is not so good. I'm going to pretend that you don't know anything about the mages, so I'm going to explain a little bit the Ice Mage, how the rotation is gonna be. Just remember, this is not the end game raiding rotation. This is rotation you can use in your questing before you get familiar with your mage class. Okay, so we have two procs. We are going to use as Ice Mage. First is the procs that allows you to your Ice Lens to be critical hit and to be cast instantly, and second is Brain Freeze that allows your Flurry to be cast instantly. We are going to work around those procs, and just remember, every time you have brain freeze, is the blue proc on the top of your head. Every time you cast flurry, immediately cast as ice lens because the target becomes frozen, and that is the bread and butter of the frost mage. Every time you freeze the target, your spells hit critical. So you can cast. I'll demonstrate. Okay, you can cast your ice lens here, but the target is not frozen. You see the damage is really low. Now we're going to freeze him like this, and we're gonna instantly kill him because we hit critical. Okay, this is bread and butter, and this was Ice Nova, just for the demonstration. Okay, so I'm using two rotations, and around these rotations we are going to quest. Okay, so first is your Ebon Bolt. When you charge your Ebon Bolt, it's a long cast, so I advise you to precast it in front before the battle. So as soon as you cast Ebon Bolt, your brain freeze proc happens, and you can cast your flurry immediately. As I said, immediately after you cast flurry, the target becomes frozen for half second. So immediately cast the ice lens immediately. Okay. So we're going to cast the bomb bolt, and now we are precasting flurry, and immediately ice lens. Okay, and the target is dead. So this is the first. When you are, just pretend that you are progressing through the questing area, okay? And now we have a bomb bolt on your cooldown. Now we are going to cast ice bolt, okay? And blizzard immediately because you can cast your blizzard instantly when ice bolt ice orb is on, and we have procs. So we can now dump our procs and kill everything, So this is kind of nice. When we have 1 to 2 targets, Ice Mage is really nice. After we have our cooldowns, so I'm going to show you the Glacial Spike. For Glacial Spike to be procced, we need to have 5 icicles. We need to have 5 icicles. Now you will see the Glacial Spike is on. We're going to kill this dude normally because we don't want to waste our procs. And now remember, always cast Flurry because before you cast Glacial Spike, because our Flurry makes target frozen for half second, so the Glacial Spike will hit the frozen target. Or we can do it with the Ice Nova like this, okay? So just precast the Glacial Spike and start hitting Ice Nova, okay? So as you see, Ice Nova hit him before the Glacial Spike, and Glacial Spike hit for 4 million. We can do the same. Now we are going to get our procs. We're going to get our brain freeze, and we're going to get our Glacial Spike. Okay, Glacial Spike, come on. Okay, now we have Glacial Spike, and now cast Flurry. Okay, too late. Too late. Sorry, guys. Too late. Let's get another one. Let's get another guy. Okay. So we're going to lose, but we are going to lose our brain freeze. So let's just fish for a brain freeze. Okay, we got it. Now Glacial Spike and precast flurry, and that's it. 4 million again. Okay, because as you see, flurry, and then target was frozen, and Glacial Spike hit the frozen target. This is basically what you do as Ice Mage. Or we can pop up our cooldowns, Icy Veins, and you can just smash Frostbolt and pop up the procs we have. As now you see, Ice Mage is a really high damage when you have 1 to 2 targets, and when you have a single target damage, it's just awesome. Okay, but as we know, in the questing, there's always many targets. And we have to have multiple. We have to have good AOE in our questing. So that's why I'm not comfortable with Ice Mage as a questing. Okay, this is my humble opinion. I like Ice Mage, but it's not good for questing because he needs to be stationary and he needs to dump everything. Okay, so this is Ice Mage. Let's go to the Archon. Okay, let's go to the Archon. Archon Mage has really different. Let me drink a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so Archon Mage is really different than the others. Archon Mage, you need to work your mana. So you need to really conserve your mana, and you have to work with your mana. Because what Archon Mage does is that every spell that hits, not everyone, but if you use Arcane Blast, or you got Arcane Explosion and all the others, it will create the Arcane Charge. You see here, the Arcane Charge. Every Arcane Charge will increase your mana consumption. So your mana cost with 125%. It's insane, but it will increase your damage by 70. For me, it's 79%. Now we can proc our proc. As you see how high all damage it is. Every spell has, I think it's 18% chance to get proc of Arcane. Is it Arcane Missiles? It's Arcane Missiles. Okay. So what you wanna do? This is Arcane Missiles. Okay. See, now we can just. I'm not gonna use them on him, but now we are on the four. Now we are on the four Arcane charges, and our Arcane Missile is gonna be like insanely strong. You see, it's really strong. Arcane Mage has nice AoE. It's this one, so we can just spam this AoE, and its Arcane Explosion is really nice. But you have to be aware that it costs a lot of mana if you have 4 charges. So when you are raiding, there is a huge chance that you have to work around your mana and around your charges. To dump the charges, you have to cast Arcane Barrage. As you see, Arcane Barrage will do extreme high amount of damage to multiple targets, and it will dump all the Arcane charges. Now you see my damage is lower than normal because my Arcane charges are on 1. What I advise that when you're questing, keep your Arcane charges always on 4, because there is not so many targets, not so many difficult encounters that you will run out of mana. Okay, and now just dump the procs, dump another proc, and that's it. Okay, so when you encounter a boss or strong target, I saw this strong demon here. We're going to kill him. So now you will see AoE. Okay, so I just jump here and I dump my charges like this, and you see the extreme amount of the damage I done with Arcane Barrage. So Arcane Barrage will do damage. As many targets you kill, you get the damage multiplied by the targets you hit. So we just had this large demon here. We're going to encounter it. It says only 4 million damage, but doesn't matter. Okay, so what we are going to do? We have Arcane Power and Presence of the Mind are 2 most important cooldowns. There is another one, is Evocation. Evocation will get your mana back. Will get your 100% mana back. But we are going to use Arcane Power and Presence of Mind as our burning phase. The burning phase will burn all your mana, but we will do extreme amount of damage. What we are going to on Arcane Power, you do 30% more damage, but your spells cost 30% less mana. So be sure that when you encounter a boss, this is not a boss, just pretend this boss, you have full mana, okay? So we just going to cast one, and second one. Presence of the Mind will allow you to cast 2 Arcane Blast at once. Oh, two Arcane Blasts instantly and without costing any mana. Okay, so ready? So 1, 2, and now Arcane Blast. 1 Arcane Blast, 2 Arcane Blasters, and go. Every time you have your proc, just cast it. Just cast your proc. Just cast your proc. And I did small error. Always when you pop up the Arcane Power, try to have 4 charges. Okay, try to have 4 charges so you get as much damage as is possible. So my conclusion for Arcane Mage is it's really fun to play. It has a really nice AoE, because all questing can be done with 4 charges and just spamming Arcane Explosion like this. Okay, the whole questing can be done like this, and if you have long encounter, you can dump your charges with your Arcane Barrage and just prog your muscles. But beware when you're questing. Always have 4 charges. Always have 4 charges. You see, the damage extreme. It's really fun. It's really good class for questing. Really good one. Really good spec for questing. This Arcane Mage, and now we are going to dump our. We are going to use few Arcane Blasters. Oh, you see how it was really extreme damage when you have 4 charges. Okay, just remember when you wanna get your stacks back, just cast the Arcane Barrage you want to get your mana back, just cast Arcane Barrage and you will just get your mana back. And I'm going to dump my mana. I'm going to show you the evocation shortly. If you just, let's pretend you are new to the mage. Okay, we're going to dump our mana, our stacks. Okay, this works. So as you see, I just casted evocation and my mana is full. That's Arcane. Okay, that's Arcane, hey? Hey? Let's do Fire. Let's do Fire. Fire Mage is the most aggressive spec of all the specs you have on your mage. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really love Fire. I really love Fire. I think is the best spec. But as I said, there is no best spec in Mage because each of them has its usefulness on. Oh, what I casted Frost. Sorry, we go into Fire. Each of those specs has its usefulness in different encounters. So what we are going to do as Fire Mage, we got Fireball. Is it our primary filter? So you just cast it when you don't have anything useful to do. Then it's one of my, I think this is my most important spell in the whole game. I really like his Meteor. If you cast Meteor, you just cast it and it has incredible damage. And it has only like bam, and you burn, let them burn. Okay. You see how fast I just killed them. So it has only 40 seconds cooldown, and it's incredible when you're questing. Yeah, like just run around, get all those mobs together, and just smash the meteor. So what we are going to do as a mage? Mage as a fire mage. Mage has mastery that will burn for percentage that the target will burn for the percentage damage you done to it. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to stack as much damage to him as possible. This is when you ride. But when you are questing, you just need to kill them as soon as possible. So we got two. We got two spells. We got two spells that we can cast instantly when we have procs. So every time when your spell crits, okay, you see my fireball crits and crits again. So when you have first crit, you get heated up like this, but you don't need this proc. We are not working with this proc. We need second proc. But now we need second critical. So we need spell that crits, like this one. Okay? Fire specs has three spells that always crits. It's Dragon Breath. When you use when you use Alexandra's Fury, Dragon Breath always crits. Then it's Phoenix Flame, it's always crits, and Fire Blast always crits. Okay, so what we are going to do when we are questing, you can fish for your first proc. I think it's Heated Up. Okay, you can fish for it with Fireball like this. Okay, let's fish for it, and we have Heated Up. Now we're going to use any of those instants, like this one, and bam. So what we did, we casted Fireball for our Heated Up proc. Then we casted Fire Blast or Phoenix Flame to get our higher proc. And then we finished it with Fire Blast or Flame Strike. Fire Blast or Flame Strikes are the spells that can be instantly cast when you have the large proc. So this is theory. But what we do when we quest, we don't have to fish for the proc. You have, as I told you, you have three spells that every time crits. So what you do, you just cast Phoenix, you just cast the Fire Blast, and when the target is not dead, just cast Fire Blast. Okay, and you can decide if you wanna spend your AOE critical or your single target critical, because Phoenix Flame is AOE critical and Fire Blast is a single target critical. And all those have multiple charges. As you see, Fire Blast has two charges. It can have three, but but it's different build. And Phoenix Flame, it has 3 charges, of course. So as you see, you have AoE here. So let's kill them at once. Okay, so Phoenix, another Phoenix. And that's it. Okay, one leaves. Now we are going to proc the Fire Blast on him. That's it. Okay. The second spell I'm not use is Flame Strike. It's not really helpful in a questing. It's really helpful when you have 4 and more targets, or when you have legendary that multiplies the damage of it. Okay, so again, when we are questing, just use 1 critical, 2nd critical, finish with Fire Blast. That's it. Okay. When you are to the next target, use another critical, and cast Pyroblast. As you see, sometimes when I have spec, I have here a fire starter. So when my Pyroblast hits target, that was mistake. When my Pyroblast hits target that has 90% of the life of the HP and more, like this, now we are going to use it. So you see, this one has 90% and more. I'm gonna cast Pyroblast, and I have proc again. So now I can proc another large one. Okay, he's gonna burn, or we're gonna kill him. So as you see, on questing, Fire Mage is just I don't know. It's just awesome. Like Fire Mage is really brutal. You can kill everything so fast, and you can get proc after proc. You can get proc after proc every time, and you just melt everything. And you know, I did not even use my meteor. You know, I did not even use my meteor. What I like to use when I play as Fire Mage, when I quest as Fire Mage, I just, you know, you can use Scorch. And you can move while casting Scorch, and you can get your proc. Okay, we're going to get more targets. Another one with Scorch. You can get them like this. Now we are gonna bring them here. I'm gonna cast Meteor. Okay, and when it hits, just Dragon Breath. And when they leave, Phoenix Strike. That's it. No, this is just awesome. This is just awesome. That's why I love Fire Mage. That's why I think that Fire Mage is the most efficient way how to quest. The single target damage, if you have boss, just smash the meteor on him and cast Combustion. Combustion makes your critical strike just go way up high, and you can kill every boss really easily. Not as easily as Ice Mage, not as easily as Arcan, but with Fire Mage, when you're questing, you can decide if you want to use AoE or if you want to use single target, and you can decide it on even before you use the last spell. So you can, on any second, on any stage of your rotation, you can decide if the next spell will be AoE or if the next spell will be single target. And by my humble opinion, this is the most important thing when you quest. So when you have quest area, you just go and you see single target. Okay, we use single target. Now we have a few more mobs. We get them together. Boom, Meteor, Dragon Breath. We have another like single target. Okay, so we have 1 proc left. And let him burn. Just let him burn. He's gonna die. And what I forget to tell you, you have Living Bomb, of course, too. So you can use Living Bomb when you have multiple targets, and the target will instantly die. If he's not dead, just bring another one. Just bring another with Scorch. Use your procs. Use 1 critical. Use AoE critical, and that's it. You can, like, it's really fun. And you just, you know, you just cast mayhem around everything. Okay, guys. So I just hope this helped you if you are new to World of Warcraft, and or when you are new to Mage. I just hope if you are experienced player, that maybe you got something that you missed before. And if you like this video, and if it was helpful, just please subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me. And hit the like button if you like it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. And as always, have a good one. Bye bye.